I've talked about my functional junk journal, which I use at work, and I can't actually show the journal because it has, work information. But I thought I would just kind of take you through how I make one. So we're going to use our imaginations here. So this is one of the notebooks I got on sale at Joann's. I don't want to actually stick anything in it. So we're just going to open to a blank page, right? And we're going to pretend that I got some stuff. So I got a scrap of paper with important information. I got somebody's business card. I don't think I've ever actually shopped at Sephora, but whatever. And I've got another business card. And then, or maybe I've got, like, we'll say this is an important email with information I need. And this is literally what I do. I'll just tape it down. Could I just simply write down the information? Yeah, I do that sometimes. But if I'm in a rush, I'll just like tape things down in here. Especially if it's a lot of information. Like, let's say this was an email, like, and it had all this text with information I needed, and it was the size that would fit in my notebook. Am I going to rewrite all that shit? No, I'm just going to, like, slap a little tape in it and put it in my junk journal. Business cards, yeah, I could, keep them in a rolodex or whatever, but I don't have a rolodex. If I need them that badly, I'll just stick them down. Somebody gives me a scrap of paper with important information. If I can't read it, maybe I'll rewrite it. But otherwise, I'm just going to stick it down. So then I'll stick a lot of things down. And then what happens when this information is no longer relevant? Then I cover it up with other information. And I just keep going until a notebook like this gets really, really chunky. It's kind of like scrapbooking, except instead of actually scrapbooking and trying to make something pretty or contain memories, you just, like, have a place to throw all of the crap you might get at work. So that random scrap of paper with important information, I don't feel like rewriting it. I'm just going to tape it in there. Oh, business card for somebody I might need to contact. Boom. Some email that looks a lot like a receipt, but it's not a receipt. It's an email with all this important information. Boom, I stick it in here. So that's one way that I use my junk journal. And I've started using one of these notebooks. Right now, it's kind of mostly in the note page, but I'll probably start, sticking things in there as needed. And then another thing I do, like, say the notebook's really full, and then I've got, page covered, then I'll do a tip in. Although instead of an artistic tip in, I just staple it because I just need to get the information. Another thing that I do is that these are not organized. The information just kind of goes in there when I get them. So when I look through it, I do have to kind of go through the pages. Like, where is that fax number? So it's probably not the best system, but it is good in a pinch. And then, I have had, like, a ring binder where things were a little more organized. And if you wanted to, you could use some of your excess washi tape and make little tabs or put little tabs in there. It's up to you what you do. But this notebook hasn't been used yet, and I'm using another notebook. I'm using, like, a lime green color because I don't like that color. Like, this notebook I'll probably, ooh, this feels nice. This notebook I'll probably use for, like, one of my, like, little journaling notebooks or whatever that I keep in my passport planner along with my pen and gear. But the ugly green one is now in the junk journal cover, and it's becoming a junk journal. But that's what I do when I talk about my functional junk journal. That's exactly what it is. There might be some handwritten notes. There might be handwritten notes on one part and then a bunch of stuff stuck on. It's like really messy, but it is very useful to me. And another thing I do is say when this important information is no longer important, I cover it up with stickers with new important information. My junk journals get used until they are very, very chunky. My current functional junk journal is in my purse, but let me show you one of my previous ones. One of my coworkers had like a running joke with Hello Kitty, so she got me this Hello Kitty notebook, and it got functional junk journaled. Let me see if I can show you anything that's not like too personal. Most of the stuff has like phone numbers and everything, so I'll just show you this page. So I did like a tip-in and tip-in with a, oh, maybe that's tape, but it's usually a staple. So these are just pieces of emails that I've like cut out and folded and stapled in here. When I say junk journal, I mean junk journal. And then I also have like a pile of sticky notes and stuff. So in case you wanted to know, this ICD-10 code might be outdated, but Z01.812 is or was the ICD-10 code that you would use in order to get a creatinine level prior to a CT scan or an MRI. So this is the type of stuff that I have in my junk journal. Do you have a junk journal, but maybe you didn't call it that? A functional junk journal? A notebook or a binder or something where you just crammed, or a folder where you just crammed all the information? Because I have a functional junk folder too. But this is my, well, this will not be a functional junk journal, but I have a notebook in my cover that is starting to be my functional junk journal part 2 for where I am currently. So just wanted to show you how I set it up. It's very chaotic, it's very messy, and yeah, it's what one of the things that works for me. Have a good night. Bye.